Wow, I am coming on so late tonight. I'm not even at my normal place. I'm just sitting at my desk because I have to be consistent. It is something that I am not known for doing. I am known for finding a reason why. Oh, today was so busy. Oh, I didn't have time. Oh, I couldn't fit it in. Is this going to the right place? I hope so. I refreshed my page. I don't know. Where am I? There I am. There I am. I doubt anybody in the Eastern time zone is going to be around tonight. But you never know. I'm awake. And I do have some amazing followers, friends, and Chucky buds who are in different time zones than I am. So maybe there might be a person around to join me as I finish up my 5 from 1. I'm not going to invite anybody because people are going to be sleeping, but I will go ahead and share it just in case somebody passes by me and says, wow, what is she doing up so late? Maybe I'll go watch what she's doing. I had such a busy day. Crazy, cray. My honey bunny is gone for the weekend. He went camping. He is a scout master in our town. Our boys are very involved in the Boy Scouts. Very, very good organization. And so he stayed on after the boys finished. And he is there now camping, even though it is pouring rain here. I mean, raining. But they say that if you ever have a drought and you needed rain really badly, that you should plan a camping trip with Troop 1 in Honesdale, because you are almost guaranteed to get some rain. All right, so yeah, there's no face camera thing going on here tonight because not even my kitty face nor the Estee Lauder app would help me not look like death warmed over. And so I know there is this amazing designer, and she is such an inspiration to me. She's in my upline. Her name is Jessica. She's she is just very down to earth. And I wish that I could be as down to earth as her. And she puts on a hat and she's ready to go. And I put on a hat and I feel like I should be put in a box and buried in the backyard. So there will be no FaceTime for me tonight. I've been working, I was crafting, so my hands even still have ink on them, but it's all good. It's all good. All right. So who's here? Christine? Christine, where are you? What state are you in that you are awake at this crazy hour? And Cody is awake too? Well, I'll be. All right. I'm not alone after all. I thought I would be all by my lonesome tonight. So I guess not. I'm very happy that you guys are here. Yay. All right. So you know that I've been working with this one transfer all week, and I have the projects that I did with them. I'm trying to show how you can do 5 different projects with the same exact transfer. This is one transfer that I've been using. I did not open up another one. This is the same one. It's still very useful. Plenty of tackiness left on the back of this, and I'm just going to review the things that we've made with this so far. So the first thing that I made was this really cute cutting board. Picked up at it's not really a dollar section, but it's like the fun discount, find cool stuff section at the store that has the symbol of the big red dot. I'm not supposed to use the names of other places, especially on my business page. So I'm just trying to abide by the rules. Who else is here? Okay, so Kat is here and Michelle is here. And why are you people still awake? It's 11:30 at night. You know, maybe I will just start doing my lives at 11 o'clock at night instead. Because everybody's like chilling and watching the news. And if I'm distracting you from watching Jimmy Fallon, I apologize. Jimmy Fallon's not on for another 5 minutes. Jimmy Fallon is one of the funniest human beings on the planet. Back to what I was doing. So this is a cute transfer. I love hugs, I love kisses, but what I really like is help with the dishes. And so the name of this thing that I'm doing for the next few weeks is called 5 from 1 equals more. And that is just showing that we can do 5 things with this one transfer. So I did the buffalo plaid on the back and I put this. And then I thought it would be cool to put bake it and they will come on the other side. And it is askew and it's bothering the heck out of me. So let's just pretend that that's centered, okay? And I thought it was kind of cute because when I did it and I put that raspberry sorbet color, it didn't really show up as nice as I wanted to. So I just kind of used my cherry blossom and kind of moved it a little to the side and made it look like it had this shadowy look. So that kind of really worked for me. And I loved the way this came out. If it was centered, it would be perfect. So I'll put my hand here so it looks centered. Okay, so that was project number 1. Okay, then we did project number 2. And project number 2 was simply using a really cute dish towel that I picked up. And these also, I'm telling you, I love finding things on sale. These were like 60% off at one of those big old craft stores. I probably should just take it off there. I have it on that hook because that's how I hang it in the back when you guys can see behind me. So this is I Love Hugs, and I did the love in a different color. Okay, so a little heavy on the ink. I'm still working through the ink issues that I have. Okay, and this one says bake it and they will come. And then that is kind of cute because it's put on both sides. So no matter how you hang this on your oven door, which is what I was doing, you'll see something really cute. And so this is so perfect for a Mother's Day gift because you can either buy the transfer and make these things for the mother, the aunt, the grandmother, whomever, or you can gather these few inexpensive things, put that transfer in there, get 1 jar of black ink, which works on just about everything, and you can go ahead and give that as a kit all together. And all you're really buying from Chalk Couture is the one transfer and some paste. So that was a really good idea. Now, another cool thing is that the transfers that Chalk Couture makes are used, we can also use our Couture ink. So it doesn't matter, the transfers are all interusable with whether it's our ink or our paste. So I use the ink on this dish that I picked up at the store that sells things for $1. So use your imagination. All you got to do is make sure that it's clean. So I just kind of cleaned it and I wiped it down with alcohol to make sure that it was really clean and the ink wasn't going to have a problem. And I put these little squiggles on there because, you know, I tend to have a little bit of extra transfers laying around. And if this is baked in the oven, the same way that you would bake one of those, who else is here? Cheesecloth. What is cheesecloth? Is that a tea cloth or okay? This is a tea towel or a I think that's what they called it. You know what? I might have another one. No, it's buried. Sorry. It's a tea towel. It's not a flour sack because it's thicker. And so I don't. Let's see. Does it say on here? It says fiber content 100% cotton, tumble dry medium, and then it says the same thing in French. So I don't really know. I'm going with tea towel because that's what it feels like to me. Okay, so you take this, you put this in the oven, 350 degrees. It sits in there for 30 minutes. Turn off the oven, let it cool down, and this is going to be permanent. Permanent so much so that you could put it in the dishwasher. So mom could make this and put cookies on it the next time she makes cookies, or use it as a serving dish for something. So that was another cool idea that I had. There's that one. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3. Oh, and this one that I'm keeping this one because I thought it came out so cute. So I again found these really cute things at the discount center of the Red Dot store. And it's an easel. You can't really see it with my with the camera the way it is. But this literally cost, I don't know, 90 cents. I don't even know if it was that much. It was on clearance when I found it. And look how cute. I am going to sit this on my desk. I mean, in my kitchen so that I can see it and it can make me happy. Even though I don't have kids at home anymore to do my dishes for me, but my husband often does the dishes because he knows that my love language is acts of service. And if you don't know what your love language is, find the book, by Gary Chapman. It's called The 5 Love Languages, and it is life-changing when you look at it, just even as general information to understand the best way that you feel loved. And I feel loved when people do stuff for me. And so it's interesting because I'm also a servant by nature. And so I don't know, maybe they go hand in hand. So that's project number 4. Side project I happened to have done the other day is just this little trivet that I thought was kind of cute. This had nothing to do with my series, but it was the same transfer. Again, same transfer. I'm not buying another one. So you can do a lot with one transfer. Okay, so today we have, so I did the Hugs and Kisses one. So I'm going to put this one on here. 1, 2, because the last one that I did was the Bake It one. Okay, so we're going to use I Love Hugs and I Love Kisses again. And I thought, how cute if I just decorated it a little bit with an owl that's sitting there. I thought that was kind of cute because a lot of people like owls. And then I have these dots that I'm going to put on the side. Super easy peasy. And so that's where I'm at. And that's going to be project number 5. That's the end of the series for this week. And next week, I'm going to have 1 transfer. And I'm going to be doing 5 from 1 equals more. 5 projects from 1 transfer. And it's going to be fun. Okay, so I am going to start with my transfer here. I'm going to lay it on its back. Okay, all right, so there's that. And I'm going to fuzz it a little. It doesn't really need to be fuzzed. You know, when a transfer is nice and seasoned, I find you don't have to fuzz it as much, but it's still quite useful. I mean, how many times? I've used this 5 times already, 6 times. This will be the 6th time, but even more because I did it on 2 other things besides this. So I've used this 8 times and it's still going strong. Okay, so this is just a little plaque that I picked up again at one of the big box craft stores. They come in a pack of, I don't know, I think 3 or 4. And these were so cute too, because you can sit this in one of those dollar store frame holders. I don't have it handy, but it wouldn't matter anyway because this is looking down. You can sit it this way. You can sit it long ways. You can put a little hook on the back and hang it up. Really, really cute. You can also use it like as, which is what I was thinking with, you know, with Mother's Day, just kind of like, you know, for a hospitality, make like a little cheese tray. I wish that Chalk Couture would have some cheese and fruit, but they don't have them yet. So. All right, so this is going to be a little tight here because I measured it and it just fits. I was very happy that it fit. Okay, this piece of wood has been treated with some finishing wax just to make sure that it doesn't overly stick. It's still pulling some of the white off, and that's okay because it did that with the other one. As a matter of fact, what's on here might even be from the other project that I did with this. Sometimes it still pulls off, and it's okay because when I wiped it down using our little towel, our chalkboard eraser, it got most of it off, and what stuck on there did not affect the adhesiveness of the transfer. So I'm going to use this parakeet green. I love the way the parakeet green looks on the white. It looks so pretty. Hey, where's my squeegees? Okay, yes. Bucket of squeegees. I love my squeegees. I love having enough that I can just keep dipping in there and getting more and more. My water's way over there, so that's okay because I'm okay with the transfer sitting with paste on it for a little bit. The cool thing is now we have these mini squeegees, even though I feel like this is a small and this is a large, but we also have this one, which is Gigunta, and I have not quite figured out how to maneuver this one yet. Okay, so we have this one, and then we have the Grand Poopah, I call it. Now that's a squeegee. Okay, this is like, yeah, but this is like the big mama squeegee. Wah, wah. These are awesome. When I start doing these bigger transfers that I have, these are amazing. Scrape, scrape, and a big giant transfer is done. So we have a variety of squeegees. But you can buy a bag of these now, which is amazing because you get 12 in a bag and it's worth every penny. I'm not kidding you. You can buy these singles and you can buy these and they're worth every single penny in their bag. I think that's like 20 something dollars. They're like $2 each and you get a bag of 12. Okay, so I'm taking some of the parakeet here, and I'm just gonna do that and draw it down. So people who are awake. Okay, so let's see. I just ordered more squeegees. Oh, I love my squeegees. And handled squeegee is awesome. It really, really is. And who is it? Oh, Maria. Hi. How are you tonight? So glad to see you live. It says, I love hugs and I love kisses, but what I love most is help with the dishes. And this comes with, and I'll show you the other part. This is a size B transfer, so it's $14.99. It is a size B transfer, and it has another little saying that goes with it that sits on the other side. All right, I think that's good there. I probably need to scrape them out. All right, let's see what we got. Oh, look how fun. I love hugs, I love kisses, but what I really like is help with the dishes. And again, you can see some of the white came off on here from there, even though I treated it. This is not a Chalk Couture board. If this was a Chalk Couture board that was treated, that would not have happened. And so that's why we like to use our CC boards. But on occasion, I get a good deal. And when I do classes, I like to use these sometimes because, you know, I can give a better deal to my customers who are not always interested in, you know, having the awesome opportunity to wash things off and use them again. So sometimes I pick them up. But this is going to be fine. This is going to wash off. Not even a problem at all. Just going to put this over here. Okay, so this is the other side of it, hon. Maria, it says, bake it and they will come. And I'm doing this series called 5 from 1 equals more. And so it is getting 5 projects out of 1 transfer. So you get 5 from 1 and then you get more. And these are great for Mother's Day and all that jazz. This is one of the projects that I made. And then I did tea towels that I'll show again at the end of my little live here. Okay, I'm going to need this again because I have an idea that I want to do. So I'm just going to put this over here. Now I have the owl. So generally, I like to use just the 1 transfer just to show how the whole thing works, that you can use 1 transfer. But every once in a while, like, you know, I'll put a little embellishment. And I just thought how cute this little owl would be here. Like, that's the mom owl being like, do some dishes for me, kids. That will make me so happy. So I thought that I would do that. Let's see, doing blankets and the big squeegee. Oh, I bet. I haven't done blankets yet. I have not judged blankets. And I am in northeastern Pennsylvania. That's where I am. Maria, where are you? You might have said before, but I didn't hear. And if you did, I'm so sorry. Okay, so which one goes down first? This guy goes down first. Wait, he goes down. Uh-oh, I have to think this through. This one goes down first. It's like, wait a minute. I don't know which one goes down first, right? This one goes down first, and then I put his little eyes on top of that so you can see them. Okay, there we go. I had to make sure. I also have the cute little chicken there, which is adorable, and the sheep. I use those for Easter. All right, so this is a layered transfer, and this is a smaller transfer. So this one is $9. And this again, how many things can you stick this little owl on? You can stick the owl on a lot of stuff. And if I would have pulled out my old transfers, I might have put like a little branch here, but that's okay. I'm trying to keep it simple. I am on a roll here. Is the owl numbered? I don't know what that means. Is it numbered? Oh, you mean, does it tell me 1 or 2? No, it doesn't, but it does have guidelines here. They don't always have the, they don't always have the, I can speak English. They don't always have the numbers on there. Okay, I just want to make sure that I'm putting this in the right spot. So this goes down, right, because then I'm going to do this, and the eyes are going to go over it, right? Just making sure, because I'll line this up. Yeah, that's the way it goes. Okay. I've done these before, but I think it's late, and it just kind of threw me off. I'm not going to do the little guide check marks, though. It's kind of cool when we have these layered transfers. They'll often give us a little guide dot, and you can, if you put the little dot on your chalkboard when you're working with it, then you just line up the little dots when you put the layer on. But this is not a Chalk Couture board, so I don't know if it's going to wash off. So I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to kind of eyeball it, which is fine. And I'm doing this in brown, a little owl in brown. Another squeegee. Oh, I got a little black in my squeegee when I did a buffalo yesterday. There we go. Scrape off the excess, and it just shows again. You just use so little paste. So little paste. All right, I'm gonna peel this off and see where we are. Hi, Risa. Thanks for stopping by. I'm so glad to have you here. I peel this off. I have my little owl. So, all right, that needs to dry a little. And so while that's drying, move my other part over here. I'm going to put some dots on the side because I thought that would be kind of cool. If you are new here, I welcome you, and I'm glad you're stopping by my little craft demonstration here. I'm crafting with the all-new Chalk Couture transfers, silkscreen transfers with washable, that are washable and reusable. And we use Chalkology pastes that can also be washable or made permanent. You can use paste that we have, and we also have ink. And if you are new and you would like to get a little more information, I have a VIP group. It's very low key. It's not super salesy, not by any means. And I do games and giveaways, and it's a lot of fun, and you can find some of this product there discounted. So if you are interested in the VIP group, just go ahead and type in VIP, and I'll just send you an invitation, and you can join my little VIP group. That would make me happy. So what I'm going to do is every other dot is going to be yellow. Every other dot, yes, because I'm only doing yellow and green here. Because I am also going to use this yellow on the birdie's belly once the bird is dry. Now, I could have dried it much faster using a, I have my blow dryer sitting over here. Oh, that's yellow again, right? Hello. But I knew that I wanted to do this other little thing too, so I'm just going to let it dry on its own. It doesn't take much for it to dry. And so every other dot, just to fancy it up a little. I see some of my green has smudged a little yellow. That's all right. Okay, now I'm just going to peel this off. Look how cute. How cute is that? All right, I'm going to need that again, so I'm just putting it to the side. Yes, Risa, the owl is adorable, isn't it? But not quite dry yet. So I'm just going to put this transfer back on here. Now, you could wash this off, but I'm okay with not washing it off simply because I'm doing it right away and it didn't leak through. And as long as I press it down so that it is adhered and stuck down to on the wood, and I'm using my multi-tool. I've done this a couple of times, and for the most part it works. So the more you mess around with Chalk Couture, the easier this stuff gets. So I'd love to have you in my VIP group, Risa. Absolutely. We do a lot of fun things there. I absolutely love it. I go live. Like I said, I'm going to be trying some new games because, no offense to myself, my games were kind of lame. I mean, people had fun and people won stuff. And there was that, but they're really kind of pathetic. So I reached out to some other chalky, amazing people, and and I asked them for some ideas, and oh, they gave me some really good ideas. So I'm excited about that. At the moment, I'm only going live in my VIP group once a week because I had to set reasonable goals. I was stressing myself out because I wanted to go live here and I wanted to go live in my group. And so I'm trying to balance all of this out. Chalk Couture is kind of new to me. I've been doing it for 6 months and I have a team and it's a lot of fun. And so I messed with the product and I fell in love with it. I was just like unbelievably excited. And so I realized that if I don't sign up to be a designer, I'm going to go broke. So you get a nice discount when you're a designer, and it doesn't cost hardly anything. So if anybody out there is interested just in finding out information about being a designer, man, it is so much fun. Okay, give me a second because I'm going to use my blow dryer to dry this faster. That was almost dry anyway, and I sent my little guy flying. All right. So now I'm going to line up my little owl here, and it lines up really, really nicely. Okay, so lightly pressing. I don't have to press really hard. Sometimes I see people with their squeegee like pressing it down so hard, and you really don't need to do that. If you're working with fabric, yes, you can press down a lot harder like I did with the dish towels that I'll show you in a second. But you really don't need to. If you just kind of tap around, as long as, you know, you feel some tackiness on the transfer, it stays in place. Okay, so I want to do like this part of him in yellow and then the top part of him in gray. And I think the gray will show up. Fingers crossed, hands to God. We'll see. I didn't have any, I did a thing yesterday and I used brown and gray and it just didn't work, you know. And I don't mind showing you guys that, you know, sometimes it doesn't work because that's just the reality. You know, we're not perfect designers, but for the most part, it's really kind of cool. I'm going to use my, my multi-tool because the multi-tool has this like little end. Oh, hi Scarlett, and who else is here? And Laura, you guys are awesome. Thank you for stopping by. The mini tool, I mean the multi-tool really is cool to get into these smaller spots where you don't really want to have the paste go up into smaller areas. And so that kind of works out pretty awesome when you use the tool like that. And now I'm going to leave this on just a little bit thicker than normal, and I'm going to scrape the excess off because when the paste sits on there, it keeps it moist. I'm sorry for the people who hate the word moist, but it keeps it moist and it doesn't dry in the transfer. When the paste dries in the transfer, it doesn't ruin the transfer, but what happens is the paste will dry. And then when you go to peel it off of your project, it will peel the paste off with it. And that's sad. And when you're working with the beautiful Chalk Couture surfaces, it's not a big deal because this paste dries to the touch. It does not wash off, or rub off, I should say, the way traditional chalk does. But on many surfaces, it completely washes off if you make a mistake or if you want to put a new design. So I'm just scraping the excess off here. You see a little spot there. Okay. So if I did make an error and peeled this off, oh, but look, we're good. We're good. Oh, he's a cute little owl, isn't he? I love him. He's like my new little best friend. I put these owls on, I customized Easter baskets for people, and I put this and my little chickens and the sheep, and I put them on Easter buckets instead of baskets, and we made buckets. Oh my gosh, I sold those and they made me very happy to see little kids' names on them. They really came out cute. So if anybody has customized an idea for a customization, I will be glad to do that. For Mother's Day, I have some things I'm going to be putting up next week. Okay, so this looks done. I feel like it's missing something. What do I have here in my book of magic? Okay, so do you want to see my book of magic? I learned never to pull this book out when I'm doing a workshop because then people are like, ah, I need to use this, I need to use that. And sometimes it gets a little crazy. This is my book of magic, and this is my collection of transfers that are little bits and pieces and small odds and ends, or just my collection of transfers that I've made cool projects with. And because they are washable or reusable, I keep them all. And so I'm thinking look, you can see. So you got to be careful when you pull the book out, because people are like, they got a hold of my letters once, and that just did not go over well. If you could see my face, it was not a fun experience. My letters took a hit. That's all I'm gonna say. So I have some flowers that I can put. I don't think a unicorn will work. How about, let me see. How about some small flowers? I think some small flowers could work. If I did the flowers in green and yellow, I think that that would work nicely. This is the grass that I'm using on our farm scene. I'm not adding anything to the farm scene tonight because my bunnies, so cute. Not adding anything to the farm scene because I, where did I put with those other flowers? Here they are. Okay, here's some small flowers. All right, I'm going to use these. Because I just, you know, it was a last minute try to get this in before midnight kind of thing, so that I am sticking with my commitment that I made to myself. I am the worst when it comes to sticking with something for more than like 30 seconds. I blame it on ADD, even though I've not been diagnosed. I think that's what I have. All right, so you can see my pile of squeegees there. So I'm going to use some of these flowers. Which one? I think I'm going to start with this one. This one looks really cute, a little bit bigger. I'm going to fuzz that a little. And we're fuzzing because we're putting a little bit of the lint on the back so that it doesn't adhere so strongly onto the board. Laura, did you go to the movies? Are you back from the movies? Did you get to go? All right, I'm going to put this little flower here. I love it. I'm going to stick with the yellow and the green, even though my heart wants to go and find some bright red, purple, pink, or something to put there. It is in me to do that. Maybe, oh, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to marbleize this. I haven't done that in a bit. Some people call it a hot mess, but I call it marbling. I don't really know that it matters. And what we do is put a couple little dots of one color, and then take a squeegee and put a couple of little dots, oops, yeah, pull that one, be careful, of another color. And I can use my hand, but I also like to use a squeegee to do this. And this is keeping with the theme. And when you peel that off, it's so cool. Watch. How fun is that? I love it. I'm going to put another one here just because I love it. And I'm pressing down to make sure that it is adhered nicely to my surface. So again, if you are just stopping by on my feed, if you're watching this on the rewatch, I'm working with a product called Chalk Couture. It's a lot of fun. New on the market. It's only been out a year and a half. They have these amazing silkscreen transfers, and we use Chalkology paste and inks to create these beautiful creations. You get a beautiful chalked finish every single time. That one looks kind of stripy, huh? Look at that. Fun. Okay, I'm done with that one. You get a nice polished look every time. The transfers are washable and reusable. I'm okay putting that in there, even though it has a little yellow. It's mostly green. Some people might freak out about that, but I don't. I'm good. Okay, so now I'm going to put some solid colored, flowers. I stick it to my finger and I keep it there. Then I'm able to lift it and move it to another spot in an easy way to do a couple of flowers, one right after the other. And I will show you what that means. I just lift this up and I'm going to move it down here. See? And these are all just little tricks that you pick up as you do your projects. Okay, I'm going to put this, where am I going to put another one? Maybe down here in the corner. It does dry, oops. It does dry reasonably fast. You don't have to be in a super hurry to make what you want to make. Look how cute. Okay, we're going to move this aside. And my water is too far away. I can't reach my water. So bummer on that. That's okay. I'm going to get some green now, and I'm going to get a little flower. This is a little one here. I think this is coming along so cute for someone who has, it's very retro to me. It almost looks like it's from the 70s. And I have to tell you, maybe I'm subliminally being inspired because I'm watching through the series of Mary Tyler Moore. She's amazing. I think there's paste on this one. Maybe I didn't wash that one off so hot. I think I'm going to take a different one. I'm afraid that that little orange spot is just not going to, it's not going to give me a clear flower. Okay, now I need a smaller one. Oh, there's yellow one there. Oh, that's a teeny one. So I cut these sometimes, my squeegees, to give me just the right size. There we go. And so Mary Tyler Moore is one of the best shows like ever in existence. It's so fun to watch how different the world was. Like they're in a newsroom and there's no computers and there's no cell phones. And you know what else there is none of? There's no skanky people sleeping around and doing all kinds of disgusting things on the screen. The worst they do is make fun of Ted. And I'm okay with that because sometimes you just need to step back and go old school. I am a watcher of the Game of Thrones, so I have nerve like being even remotely judgy. I don't recommend Game of Thrones, even though it's one of the best shows I've ever watched. In good conscience, I can't possibly recommend Game of Thrones. How's that looking, people? What do you guys think? I think that we're done. I think that that came out perfectly, and I am so happy with how this came out. I'm going to take my squeegees and just put them in the water so I can cover up my jars of paste. I have 3 minutes to still be in today. 3 minutes, people. I have done my 5 and 5, and I'll give a little recap on that, and we are going to be good to go. These items are going to be, I'm not sure if I'm going to put them up for sale or if I'm going to do a little auction in my VIP group that has TBD, to be determined. Someone had said that I have such nice things that I make, because Chalk Couture makes it easy, that what do you do with them when they're done? And I'm like, well, I keep them. What kind of crazy question is that? What do you mean? What do I do with them? I keep them and I look at them and I'm so happy to see them. But the reality is, how many of these can I really keep? Where did I put the cover to my green? That's odd. Where is the cover to my green? It's probably like right in front of me. Is it under here? Is it back here? It's not. I don't know where it went. Okay, that's weird. I'll have to search a little bit. Did it fall on the floor? I don't see it anywhere. Okay, so thus concludes my 5 from 1 equals more. All right, and this is what we have. I don't know if I can fit them all on. We have this board here. We have a 2-sided, what is this called? Cutting board. Okay. This would be cute sitting. This also could be sprayed with acrylic to be made permanent. Okay. And you can use it for a little tray. Oh, like a little piece of cake and a little cup of coffee. That's like the cutest thing. And again, as a kit, you can buy it, give it to the mom, the aunt, the grandma to make, or you can have a kid make it for them. And that is just so much fun as well. I also have my bake it dish. All right. So that's 1, 2, 3. Then I have my 2-sided little dish towel. There's one side. And then I did the thing on the other side. Okay. So what do I need? I need the bake it. I'm going to put that over here. Make sure that that's dry. Okay. This was done with ink. All right. And then I have this little stand-up little guide that I picked up. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And where's my bonus? I did a bonus. Oh, here. This is a bonus trivet that I did. How fun is this? Look at all of these that you could make with just one transfer and some paste. Join my VIP group and you will see in my VIP group that you can order the transfer, and rather than needing to buy If you want to try more than one color, these are only $12.99. They're not a lot of money. They last a very, very long time. But we have single packets. And so if you are part of my VIP group, just out of reach, and you place an order for a transfer, what I do is I sell these individual packets super inexpensive. I'm not allowed to talk about the price to this one because they're sold by the box, but I buy a box and I split them up. And so you buy the transfer and you can get a couple of colors. These are not samples. These are singles. And I can do a full 8.5 by 11 transfer with one little pouch. I've done it. I did it. I was alive. If you don't believe me, join my VIP group and you can see the video that shows that I did that. All right, so that's about all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for coming. If you're on YouTube and you're looking at my video, likes and hearts and loves and shares are amazing. They make Facebook and YouTube so happy when we do the shares and the likes and the thumbs ups. And so, thanks, Maria. I'm so glad that you were here. So, I will catch you guys tomorrow morning. I'll be on. Don't know exactly what I'm going to be doing, but I'm going to be here tomorrow morning. What was I saying? Oh, YouTube. If you see this on YouTube, thank you for stopping by. If you're watching it on the replay, thank you for coming to the replay. Let me know if you want information about the VIP group. Just type in VIP. If you want information about possibly starting a business of your own, very affordable, just put in there more info and I will get that information to you very low key. Not super salesy and in your face with stuff. So, Kat, are you just joining us? I'm sorry. I'm just about finished. But I showed 5 things that you can do with one transfer. Okay, this one was 2 transfers because I didn't want to sit this by itself, so I did use the owl on that one, but this is all done with one transfer to show the usefulness and how cool it is that things are washable and reusable. And on that, I am out of here. It is 12:02. I finished it. I got it done in 1 week, and I'm very pleased with myself because I made it. I almost didn't. So yay for me, and yay that I'm not showing you my nasty nighttime face tonight. Have a great night, everybody. Have an amazing weekend, and happy crafting and chalking.